A viewer sent me a note asking me if I could discuss this next topic. And it's about a strange thing that can happen after you leave working life behind. Other people start seeing you differently. And after enough years in a career, that can feel stranger than a lot of folks expect. Because whether we realize it or not, work becomes part of identity. Not all of it, but a big part of it. Think about meeting somebody for the first time. How often is one of the first questions people ask, what do you do for a living? Not who are you? What do you do? Because for most of adult life, career and identity become deeply connected. Your work affects how other people see you. And after enough years, it starts affecting how you see yourself too. People call you for answers. They ask your opinion. They associate you with competence, leadership, whatever role you spent years building. And after a while, that identity starts feeling permanent. Then one day, working life ends. Some of those interactions begin changing almost immediately. The conversations shift. Your role in certain relationships changes. You stop being automatically connected to the daily flow of things happening around you. And I think a lot of folks are surprised by how emotionally strange that adjustment can feel. Because for decades, work gave people a clearly understood place in the world around them. Not just financially, personally, socially, emotionally. And I think this is part of why retirement can feel disorienting, even for folks who are completely ready for it financially. Because identity doesn't only exist inside your own head. It exists in the way other people interact with you, the expectations they place on you, the role they assume you occupy. And once those things start changing, parts of your identity begin changing too. Not overnight, more gradually than that. And I don't think this means that people value you less. I think it's just what happens when the setting that created those relationships disappears. Working life creates shared conversations, shared responsibilities, shared experiences. But once that environment is gone, relationships naturally reorganize themselves around a different version of life. And I think some folks are caught off guard by how much emotional adjustment comes with that. Because eventually, you realize the job title, the position, and the role carried more identity than you thought they did. I think retirement forces people to reconnect with parts of themselves that may have been sitting underneath the career for a very long time. Who are you when the role is gone? What parts of your identity were truly yours? And what parts belong to the position you held for decades? Those are bigger questions than most folks expect when they start thinking about retirement. Maybe that's one of the deeper transitions in retirement. Not just leaving work, but learning how to see yourself once the role you spent decades building is no longer the first thing introducing you to the world. And I think a lot more folks experience that than ever talk about it. If this made you think of somebody who might relate to it, send it to them. It'll help. And if there's a particular topic relating to retirement that you'd like to discuss, send it to me. If this is the type of retirement conversation you've been looking for, stick around, subscribe to the channel. We're going to keep this going.